Good morning, good morning, do 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 do. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to a daily dose of joy. We are here in solidarity to dose our brains on the fly throughout our day. And we're starting this habit in the sorry. We are starting the day with this habit together. So we have solidarity that we can do this throughout our day. And as we, I've got a whimpering puppy. It is distracting me. And he's like, come on, mommy, let's go play. Good morning, mommy. But I want to play here with you guys first and set my intention for the day. And I woke up with these really kind of warm and comforting thoughts about just reflecting on the trajectory of my life as I learned about neuroplasticity and our capacity to heal our own brain, to optimize our own brain. And if you haven't checked out brain rewiring and full brain rewiring programs like DNRS, Dynamic Neural Retraining Systems, I highly recommend taking a deeper dive and learning more. And now you can hear the baby. It's a little faint whimper in the background. I'm here at our family's farm, and my brother's here with his new baby. So lots of family love. I don't know if can y'all hear the baby crying? Just feel part of the family. Come on down. I was setting this up this morning, being tippy-toe, really quiet. Because we're all in a big farmhouse, but we're in a big farmhouse together. And that made me think about, Thanksgiving. It's gonna be happening, and we are all gonna be either thinking about things we're grateful with friends, or even on our own. Having a day to remember being grateful and thankful for our connections. Because one of the things I thought, I was like, wow, the farmhouse is full of family. That energy of belonging and connection is gonna be here even when the house has only one or two people in it. It's just like one of the things I've said to a brother that lives far away. It doesn't matter if I'm standing in front of you or if you're 500 miles away, my love is always there. It's always coming towards you. And so just all of us remembering, allowing in all that love, all that belonging, all that connection. And you belong and connect here. It's good stuff. In solidarity, we're choosing joy. We're leveraging neuroscience, and the results give us more joy, more laughter, more singing, more ease, more vibrancy, more clarity. That choosing joy. Brene Brown talks about a concept called foreboding joy, that when joy comes along, sometimes and you think of all the horrible things that could happen and how you could lose it and what could go wrong. And that's part of a really active fight or flight system. And what we're doing here, what you can do, like I mentioned, brain rewiring full programs like DNRS. And then what I do, these microdosing tools are tools I developed to support that practice, to elevate my state, to redirect my thoughts, and to optimize the dose chemistry in my brain, to change that baseline. And I realized that I needed habits throughout my day. I needed to learn the habits of joy. I knew the habits of suffering, unfortunately, but I needed to learn the habits of joy. And then back around to Brene Brown, this idea of foreboding joy, there was a part of learning the habits of joy that made it scary. Now, I don't know that at the time I could have said that and understood it, because I thought all I want is joy. But on some kind of molecular level, on an unknown path, on an unfamiliar sense, there's parts of me that felt like it was scary. And this concept of foreboding joy that Brene Brown talks about is where people don't want to look forward to things because what if something goes wrong? You know, the example she uses is you see a baby and you think, oh my God, all these terrible things could happen, instead of, oh, look at this, you know. So just wanting to kind of talk about that and encourage and be warm around the fact that we're building habits of joy and they're so worth it. And we're allowing ourselves to let go of our resistance to joy. Letting go of our resistance to joy. I think I've told y'all many times that I used to not be able to laugh. And it was that I needed to be vigilant. I felt unsafe. And like, again, I don't know that it was very conscious at the time that I could have articulated it. I just knew that I didn't spontaneously laugh much or at all. And then I kind of could get to it. I would say often, oh, that's so funny. But there wouldn't be the spontaneous laughter because I had a lot of cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine. That's the CAN chemistry, the stress, fear, anxiety, vigilant. When you're in that state, joy seems superfluous. It's like if in the moment that a lion is actually chasing you, you're not as worried about singing a song. But for most of us, a lion is not actually chasing us. We're not in that moment of needing fight or flight. That's actually quite rare. But we build up this negativity bias and this vigilance. And so this practice that we do every morning is about releasing our resistance to joy and practicing these habits of joy. And it gets easier and easier. I promise your brain can't help but change. Just keep on singing with me, and laughing with me, stepping in to joy and knowing you are safe. So this morning, our dose ditty, we're going to do a dose ditty today. And there's a song by Carole called Beautiful. And I haven't used this dose ditty in a long time, but I thought it sort of resonated because on Thanksgivings past, I used to get together with my family with dread. Hard to believe, but I was in such a vigilant state that the filter that I saw the world, the people around me are the same, but my brain changed. And so my perception of them changed. And then there's another piece to it, which is I really believe that the more we tap into our own joy, that's what we draw out of the people around us. That's what shows up when we're with them. Their more joyful side or their more peaceful side. And that takes time, but believe you me, I'm living proof that it works. And so Thanksgiving past, I would be kind of vigilant and guarded and a lot of negative criticism in my head. I called it the bruiser, where I'd be critical of myself, but then that also would be critical of others. A wonderful friend of mine, Laura Anderson, calls it throwing snowballs. She's like, oh, I'm throwing snowballs. Like I'm making judgments and irritated. And she says, but what I really want to do is build a snowman. Like, come on in, let's build a snowman together. Laura Anderson's brilliant. She's one of the OGs, and a fun and wise woman. But that's the kind of thing that's very familiar to somebody who's had a limbic brain injury or suffered a lot, is this vigilance, this pushing away. And so I just wanted to take this time as we lead into Thanksgiving tomorrow to just give you this love, give you this encouragement, open the door to the possibility that you're safe and it's okay, and that it's okay to look for the best in others. And it's most okay to look for the best in yourself. It is there. So let's be thankful, thankful, thankful. Because we're just letting go of our resistance to it. It is who we are naturally. It is who we are born to be joyful, healthy, thriving. And I'm sending so much gratitude for the fact that we can create these habits of joy, and it ripples out from us. So this was a little bit long in my musings this morning. There's just a lot to be grateful for, and I want to be able to share and encourage. Okay, come on. It's all right. It's all gonna be all right. It's all right. It's all right. And it's really about tapping into that joy inside of us. Loving, loving, loving ourselves. Being in alignment with who we truly are. Which is precious. Precious and unique and wonderful. So the song I picked, and hopefully I'll get the lyrics mostly right because I haven't used it in a while, but it was one I used many Thanksgivings back, many. It's because when I was with other people in large groups, one of the things Bruiser, the negative voice in my head, would do would be very critical of my appearance. Mean, just like a mean girl on steroids. Just so mean to myself. And I was never a mean girl out in the world to other people. But I also know that I could truly, what I could do out in the world is always limited by what we can do for ourselves. That the more I've been able to love myself and love my reflection in the mirror and love my appearance, love me just the way I am and see my own beauty, the more I'm able to do that in the world. We can only love others as much as we are able to love ourselves. And so that motivated me. It was like, oh, I want to love my friends and my family and my son to the moon. To really do that with authenticity and with meat and depth, I have to know it viscerally. I have to be able to give it to myself. And so family gatherings, everybody dressed up, would often be a opportunity for me to address those negative thoughts, the bruiser, mean girl in my head, and to be kinder to myself. And so this is a little dose ditty I would sing sometimes, and it's called Beautiful by Carole King. And I'll just do kind of the chorus and repeat it a few times. Okay. You gotta wake up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better, and yes they will, 'cause you're beautiful as you feel. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful as you feel. You gotta wake up every morning, put a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better, oh yes they will, 'cause you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel. You gotta wake up every morning, put a smile on your face, and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better, oh yes they will, 'cause you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel. You gotta wake up every morning, put a smile on your face, and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better, oh yes they will, 'cause you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel. So I'll sing it other days with more gusto. Since I hear stirrings, I'm trying to be a little quiet, but know that there's so much feeling in that we can take in. It's not about putting a happy sticker on anything. And don't you smile if you don't want to. That is not the idea of the song. And it's that is who we are. And to let your light shine, regardless of the conditions. It's like unconditional love. Let your light shine. Love yourself. Let that love go out into the world. Just watch the magic happen. It is like watching the magic happen, and it's why I show up here every day. Is to show the world all the love in my heart and let you know it's gonna get better. And that you are beautiful. You are so precious and so beautiful. Just bask in that feeling. Your only job today is to feel good, or to reach just for a little bit of feeling better. So let this love in that I'm sending you. And happy day before Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful for you. And joyfully expectant and anticipating all the magic to come in your life. Cheers. Let's take 3 gentle breaths. In solidarity. May today surprise and delight us. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.